everybody, welcome to GGS Railways. Today we're going to talk about some military inspired train stuff, some train cars, train accessories, even some miniature soldiers and so forth. So it ought to be interesting. I don't have a whole lot to show you because I don't have a whole lot in my collection. Don't have anything against it. It's just hasn't been in the cards just yet. So some of the military stuff can actually be quite valuable. Nothing I'm going to show you, I think, is. I mean, it means a lot to me, but I don't on paper. I don't think it is. Yeah. So anyway, I thought this would be interesting to do. I don't think we've ever done anything quite like this. So, but before we get started, if you're new to the channel and you like the video, which I'm just assuming that you will, give us a like. If you want to join our YouTube family, be sure and subscribe. We're always happy to have a new member to our YouTube family. If you're a returning member, hello, thank you. We really, really appreciate you. Thank you for helping us get this channel off the ground. All right, I think we're ready to show some military related stuff here. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so this is the stuff I want to show you today. It's all military related, in my mind anyway. So we got some Army men here. Got a little toy tin car. We'll talk about that. Got a couple of HO cars here. Some camouflage and military winks there. We got a flat car with a tank and a truck. I suspect the car itself is probably not military related, but the tank. So I threw it in. We got a couple of missile cars right here, and we got this one here. Got a tank on it. It looks like maybe some ammunition or something. And then a big water supply tank car over here. And then last but not least, we got the infamous Lionel target launcher, which I threw in because target launcher, I don't know, it could have some military implications, don't you think? So okay, so this ought to be a little fun. I mean, it's not just a ton of stuff to cover, so we can probably make this pretty good, I think. So these guys here, these Army guys, let me move my little car out of the way so we don't get distracted, maybe, or as distracted. So all right, so these military Army men, probably anybody that's my age or older had Army men growing up, or knew somebody that did for sure. Not everybody was into them, but they seemed like they were pretty fun to play with growing up. So these particular guys, I don't have a brand name for you. These are made in England, and they are lead. Perhaps somebody else knows the brand. The only reason I know they're made in England is because they say on the bottom. I don't know. That one doesn't seem to say anything. And it's going to make a liar out of me, but it does say it somewhere here. So I think this might be the one. All right. Oh, it's upside down. Yes, made in England. You just have to take my word for it, maybe. Anyway, these guys are pretty cool. They're made of lead, so that probably gives you an idea of what generation they probably came from. Obviously, you would make a child's toy out of lead, or anybody else's toy for that matter. But I thought they were pretty cool. They came in a box of other stuff. This was the only military type stuff in the box, so I don't think there was any kind of theme going on. They just all came together. Anyway, they live there on my layout. I don't know if you guys have seen them. They're kind of there in the middle, and maybe I'll show that to you later. But anyway, so that's them. So let's get these guys out of the way. We'll talk about this little tin car here, this U.S. Army. I think the official description is U.S. Army armored vehicle or something like that. So all right. I never paid a lot of attention to this. I mean, I hate to say that, But I mean, I got this in a box of stuff, different box than the Army Man, which is kind of ironic if you think about it. And anyway, I always assumed that this was Marks. It's not Marks. It's made by a company called Argo. I think you can see on the back here. And I looked it up, and apparently these were made in the early 50s. So that's kind of cool. It looks like some of them may have been, wind up. This one is not, I don't believe. Or if it is, somebody has heavily modified it. But anyway, I think it's pretty cool. It looks pretty cool there on the on the layout. So all right, let's move on to the next thing. So when you get old, your memory will do some funny things to you. Because, oops, let me get this so you can see it. Because I would have sworn, had I not looked at the bottom to see the brand name, I would have almost sworn that in the 70s I bought a military, HO military Tyco train set. This is all I have left of it, and it's only one piece. I just spoiled it probably. But anyway, this is the Tyco, this one right here. And I bought this, like I said, with the set of trains. This is the only thing that's left in the probably mid-70s. So I always thought that this one went with it or came with the set, is I guess what I'm trying to say. But no, this one is actually Varney. This is, and I believe it's much older. So I don't know. I can't really explain that. But in any case, it's a military themed things with the camouflage and so forth. So, all right. Well, if you're not there yet and you get old, you'll figure it out. So, all right, let's move on to the next thing. So this, I don't think actually came this way. I think somebody has glued this tank and this truck on here, but because it had a tank on there, and because I have so little military type stuff, I thought it'd be cool to show this. Somebody really had fun with their imagination and did this, so that was pretty cool. I don't remember what brand this one is. Oh, this is Bachmann. This is by Bachmann. So it actually works pretty well. All right, so let's move on to these missile cars. U.S. Army missile cars. Wow. All right, let's fix the zoom so we can actually see something here. So these are K-line, and I got the next few that I'm going to show you all in the same box. It was apparently somebody that was a collector of military type stuff. I want to say in the, well, I don't want to mess it up. I think the date's on here somewhere. Well, Desert Storm, so that gives you a clue. So anyway, we got these two missile cars. The missile comes off. It's pretty cool, like that. So I don't have a lot of opportunity, or well, I have opportunities, I guess. I just don't ever think to put these on the track and run them. So interesting. So anyway, the other one I believe is identically the same. Yes, it is. So those are pretty cool. And then we have this guy here now. This one says Operation Iraqi Freedom. Now, this is also by K-Line. I suspect this one's been dropped or something. It seems to have a bit of an issue here. But anyway, I don't actually know that this tank goes on here, but it came with it. So I don't know. And this was in the box as well, but I don't think this actually goes on here either because there's really no place to fasten it. But hey, if y'all know any different or see that, I just am being retarded, throw it in the chat or throw it in the comments, and we'll see what we can do. So I had never noticed actually that this car was kind of damaged like that. So, might be a video for another day, huh? All right, well, that's pretty cool, I think. So I'm going to put this back. All right, so here, this is another K-line car, Operation Iraqi Freedom. You see there. I guess this is a water supply tank car. It's pretty cool. This thing is like remarkably heavy. I'm gonna have to get a scale because at some point it'd be fun to compare some of these guys. But this is really beefy. This is really heavy. So we got that. That's pretty cool. Once again, that came in the same batch of stuff with the cars with the missile, then the car with the tank, and maybe that's ammunition. I don't know. And then this water supply tank car. Okay, so last but not least, this is this is the Lionel target launcher car. This was built in 1996. We know this because it says right there. And this is arguably, how do I say this diplomatically? This is one of the strangest cars that Lionel built. And you know, that's my opinion. I mean, maybe somebody really loves this. I don't know. But this came with balloons, you know, balloons like party balloons that you blow up, and they would fit here in this cradle. And when you turn this little lever, a air pump would go on, like a fan, I guess, and it'd blow air out this hole. And then of course, you know, the balloon would float up. And then if you had a missile launcher car, you could you could try to hit the target from this target launcher car. Like I said, I think that was kind of a reach. I don't know if it was popular at all. From what I've read and what I've heard, I don't believe it was. So, but anyway, I thought it was kind of fun, and it is kind of military related. So, thought I would show it. So what do you say we put at least the O-gauge stuff on the track and see what happens? What do you think? Think that's a good idea? I like that idea. Let's do it. Okay, as you can see, we have the HO representations of the military-inspired cars. I put that little switcher on there just because he's kind of looks like he might be a little bit camouflaged there. I didn't have a camouflage caboose, so we couldn't do that. You might notice the Bachmann here in the center. It did make the cut. It's got some sort of Frankenstein type connector on there. I believe it's just that two connectors have somehow gotten together and they don't want to disconnect. But anyway, I didn't feel like messing with it, and you guys get the idea. So all right, so let's move on to the OSCA stuff, which is a little bit more interesting in my opinion. Let's go. Let's do it. All right, so I chose the green and yellow MTH diesel just because it just kind of was reminiscent of military, at least to me. There's no other reason. Then of course we got the flat car with the tank, which once again I'm not sure that this tank goes on here, but he seems to fit pretty well. He looks cool, so why not? Then we have the two missile cars, pretty nice. And then we have the water supply truck. Now all these military style cars up until now are a K-line brand for those that like to know those kind of things. So let's see, starting here and going all the way to the end, it's all Lionel. This is the this is the target launcher car I was telling you guys about. I don't, like I said, I don't have any balloons or anything to give you a a proper demo. I don't have a missile car anyway. So, but anyway, you turn it on with this little lever here, and it sounds a lot like a if you ever bought like an extremely cheap vacuum cleaner for your car, that's what it sounds like. See, not kidding. So anyway, it is shooting air. I mean, it is actually working. Now, if we had a balloon, would it work? If not, I have no idea. So I'm going to turn that off because it's really loud. I don't think my mom would have gone for that for very long. All right, then I just put a searchlight car, generator searchlight car on here just because I thought it was kind of cool. And then I did the maintenance caboose. So, all right, who wants to see this stuff run around the track? No, I do. All right, let's pick a good vantage point here. Oh, before we move on to that, let me show you guys. So, all the military guys, they live over here. They live over here on the layout. And you notice they're all in a ruckus. That's because this big police guy here has this guy here that you can't see because he's turning around backwards, but he's got a gun. And so, you know, he's got the whole military out, and he's just basically kind of messed from all kinds of angles. You see, there's his gun, he's got the pistol. And then he's even gone and screwed up so bad that even the Indians are out for him. So that's where the military guys fit in on the layout. I thought they were kind of fun and kind of cool. Let's see the other things. Let's see the Argo Army armored vehicle lives here. It looks pretty cool. Nobody seems to be freaking out that there's a gun mounted to a car, a cannon actually mounted to a car. Nobody seems to be even bothered by that. So, all right, well, I guess that's kind of cool. So, all right, back to the O-gauge military-inspired stuff here. So, all right, I'm going to kind of point it this way, which will probably seem a little counterintuitive at first, but I think when the train comes back around, it'll look better. If not, we'll redo it. We'll retake it. Whatever. We're not too worried about it. All right. Let's see. The train is right now in neutral, but I believe it's going to go in reverse when we switch it back. Yes, it is. We don't really want reverse. It's a pretty heavy maintenance caboose on that end. It's cast, so die cast. So some of those cars are kind of light, so you don't really want it to go backwards. All right, so here it comes. I'm hoping it's gonna look good. Wow. So I don't really even know why I came up with this idea. It just occurred to me that I don't have a lot of like military inspired stuff, and I mean a lot of it's really popular and really valuable. Maybe that's why I don't have it, because you know I like it, but it doesn't mean so much to me that I'm willing to pay probably what somebody would want for it and probably what it's worth. It looks like we might lose the tank if we're not careful. See if I can fix that on the next go round. See if I can be the gentle Jelly Green Giant. I think I did. All right, well that's pretty cool. All right, so now that you've seen it go by, let's zoom out so it's not quite as long before you see it again. Although that's pretty impressive. I like that. All right, let's see. Move this out. It's about all it will go out. So we'll move the camera back. We'll give us most of it, I believe. Wow. You know, guys, I love sitting around thinking about ideas for these videos. I mean, stuff that, I don't know that I wouldn't have done this, but I just don't know that I would have thought to do this. So this is cool. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate that. All right, guys. Well, if you have enjoyed this video and you're not yet a subscriber, now would be a good time to subscribe. One of the main things you get by subscribing is you get notified when we upload new videos or go live. We do go live every once in a while and share our shenanigans that way. If you're returning, once again, thank you so much. We really, we lost our tank. Did you see that? All right, well, if you're a returning member, hello. Thank you for being a part of our family. We really, really enjoy you guys. We really appreciate all the comments and the likes and the camaraderie. So, all right, well, I'm sure I forgot to say something, although I certainly said plenty. So I guess for now, we'll just call this it. I hope everybody has a nice evening. This is Friday, so tomorrow is Saturday. I hope everybody has a nice weekend. So, all right, till later. Bye. All right, so this is proof that when the cameras are on and you guys are watching, everything behaves. Just as soon as I turn off the camera, I don't even know what this guy's doing. There he goes. He was somehow stuck. How's it even possible? All right, later.